Gemini, welcome back to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. This is Sophie. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. Please take a seat as well. If you have enjoyed my videos up to this point or find that this video resonates with you, please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment below. I'd love to know where you are in your journey. This is going to be a reading for Gemini for January 2019, for the remainder of January, I should say, because we are pretty much halfway there. So let's see what we've got for you, Gemini. This is a general reading and we'll cover any pertinent situation that you are going through. You could have Gemini as your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. Gemini for the remainder of January, please. Let's see what we've got going on for you, my gems. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Page of Wands. We've got creativity, ambition, someone who is eager to go down a particular path. Oh my. This is going to be particularly relevant to you if you are in a romantic relationship with an earth sign, gem. Wow. Wow. Okay. You're trying to close off a cycle with someone that you're in a relationship with, a very long-term commitment, a very serious commitment. Something happened recently, some type of betrayal or some type of heartbreak, some type of misunderstanding, some type of pain, you're processing a recent heartbreak. You're trying to think about what that means for you guys. Because in your heart, you've got this Page of Pentacles, you've got this earth sign in your heart right now. Either an earth sign or someone who puts a lot of thought and work into the things that they do. If this is the relationship, it could be someone who has been putting in a lot in the relationship, and between the two of you, they contribute the most. Something may have happened recently, and you're wondering what that means for you guys. You care very deeply for this person. It's who's in your heart space, and you're trying to. You're kind of confused. You don't even really know, like, what does what you guys recently went through mean for you guys. In the recent past, you guys have romance. You guys have this fanciful being in love, offering love to each other, this openness, this emotional openness, this fantastical type of love. And coming in, though, you've got this Ten of Wands. You've got a burden. There's this pain. There's this thing that's weighing heavily on your mind, weighing heavily on your heart. But what will you do with the burden? Will you transform it into something more productive? Will you drop it altogether and walk away? Or will you continue suffering just because suffering is what's required to make things work? This could be you or the other person, Gem. So just keep that in mind. You see yourself currently as the Three of Pentacles. You see yourself as someone within a partnership, or someone who has been doing their fair share within a relationship. You've been playing your part. In the environment, you've got a King of Cups, or you've got you've got unconditional love, emotional openness, or this could be the person that you're dealing with. It could be a water sign. It could be somebody that you are in a relationship with, right, Gem? Could be a dad as well. If this person is a father, you guys are together and they're a father. You guys share a child, or they have a child from another partnership. Because you have here in your fears, the Lovers, you have either a choice that needs to be made, or this fear that there's something innately incompatible about a romantic situation. This could also be an affair, Gem. Are you afraid that someone might be unfaithful? You've got the Three of Swords here with the Lovers. You are in a committed relationship, but you do have two additional people you might be choosing from, the person that you're with versus another person, or this is vice versa. There's someone that you're dealing with who could have multiple people on the side, and this is the source of the heartbreak. But either way, there's an intense strain that you've got here, and this incoming burden. I'm feeling like there might be some type of revelation. I see Six of Cups. Maybe you guys are taking trips down memory lane, Gem. Thinking back. There's I had just done the Virgo reading, and I promise I shuffled these decks a million times before recording this one, and you guys have a very similar situation going on. So I wonder, Gemini, are you this earth sign? Is it a Virgo? If it is, you might want to take a look at Virgo's reading to get some insight on what they're thinking, because from the Virgo's point of view, what you guys share is very toxic. Let's see what the world, we're going to clarify. I'm going to pull the clarifiers out. Oof, hold on. In just a second, let's just see what we've got here, please, for Gemini. Remainder of January. Alright, so you guys are wanting to close off something that really got in the way of your happiness together, Gem. Something got in the way of your happiness, and you're tired of it. Either that, or closing this situation off with the person that you are with will bring you happiness. Crossing you again is the Hierophant with the Three of Swords. There was a betrayal in a marriage. You're thinking that maybe closing this relationship off is what's going to produce the greatest amount of happiness. But you have this commitment here, this long-term relationship with someone who is feeling heartbroken too. Like, you guys are both equally feeling heartbroken. And there's this need to restore the happiness. But how do you do that? Do you close off the cycle of the relationship as a whole, or just by trying to move past this situation? What is better? What is more conducive? In your heart, you're thinking, you have the Three of Swords with this Princess of Pentacles. The Princess of Pentacles here in this deck is the Page of Pentacles. So not only do you have the Princess of Pentacles in your heart, but you have them in your mind as well. You're wondering if they're heartbroken, Gem. They are definitely heartbroken. You're not the only one feeling this. They're feeling like they're a failure. They feel like somewhere along the way they went wrong somewhere. They're thinking, in your heart space, you're thinking about this Page of Pentacles, and you're wondering, are they trying to leave? Do they not want to work on this anymore? Are they thinking about, are they feeling like a fool maybe, that they've been putting in all this work? Or maybe this is how you feel. Maybe you feel, Gem, like you've been putting in all this work and you're feeling foolish. Because here you come in with the Pentacle and you're ready to offer up stability. You're ready to offer this love, this home, this child, whatever it is that you have. You're willing to put in the time and go into the unknown for them. Maybe this is the first serious relationship you've ever had with someone, and you're willing to take that leap of faith for them, put in that work, because you feel like with them you can achieve anything. Meanwhile, you come into this heartbreak, this sorrow, this depression, this sadness with this person. It's not what you wanted. You wanted happiness, right? You're trying to achieve this happy conclusion with this person, but it's so hard when you've got this betrayal within a commitment. There was some type of commitment you guys made towards each other, some type of decision, is this promise to be truthful. and that was betrayed. You feel almost like, you know, like you failed, like somewhere along the line something was your fault. In the past, you had the Page of Cups. Maybe someone came forward with an apology. Maybe someone asked for a second chance in the past and you gave it to them. Maybe you should have been over then and you were just like, you know what, maybe we can make this work. And instead, now what you've got is this Tower moment, taking away your wands. There's this heavy burden weighing on you, Gem. There was a second chance that was given. Things are still not repaired. You're feeling foolish. Maybe the person you're with is feeling foolish and a failure. And what you have now coming in is this, not only this burden, but the divine is like, you know what, this is not a burden that you should be dealing with anyway. I'm going to take it away. I'm seeing again with the Lovers and the Three of Swords repeated twice. This could very well be an affair type of situation. If it is the High Priestess, which could be indicative of secrets, a secret will be revealed and the tower will come crumbling down. Whatever structure you guys have built together will be, it will come down, and the burdens will be released. The burden of what this relationship meant in the past. There's going to be an aha moment, a realization, a moment of clarity from where things were not, where things were hidden. Things are going to be revealed, and the heaviness that comes in is going to come as a result of realizing that the second chance should not have been given. And then here we are in, yeah, look at the Virgo reading, guys. Gem, if you're dealing with a Virgo, look at their reading, because I'm getting repetition here from their reading as well. They also had the Devil with Three of Pentacles twice. The same combination was repeated between the two decks. Okay, so if you're dealing with a Virgo, I need you to take a look at that video like right now. I'm telling you. With the Three of Pentacles is how you see yourself. You see yourself as cooperative. You see yourself as putting in what you want, but there's something in the relationship that is toxic. There's something in the relationship that is not the way either you or the person that you're dealing with wants it to be. It's robbed of something, and you guys are together not because you want to be, but because you feel like you have to be. You guys are together, and instead of love being what brings you together, it's the fear of lack. It's the fear of something. Like if you guys are not together, you miss out on something. Maybe you guys share your finances. Maybe you have a family. Whatever it is, what you have feels more like a stone cold partnership and less like a romantic partnership. And in your environment, you've got the King of Cups. This could be, again, with the Lovers, you have a partnership. Someone who's a dad, Gemini. This could be someone who you're dealing with who, again, a water sign, possibly Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, who you're in a relationship with. And in your environment, you know, they're here. They are your lover. They're your counterpart. They're your other half, your soulmate, your twin flame. They are here. If you needed confirmation as to whether or not that is your person, yes, they are. But you're also fearful of them, or you're fearful of the connection. You're fearful of what could happen to the connection. Either that, or what you are not seeing is that you have a soulmate in your vicinity. If you are not dealing with a water sign, or the person that you're with is really not that open emotionally, you have someone in your environment who is very open emotionally and is your soulmate, someone who you're going to feel a very intense, immediate connection with. With the Lovers and the Devil, you do have a partnership, but they are brought together through different forces. Through the Devil, the couple is brought together by fear, and with the Lovers, they are brought together by love. So while you view yourself, Gem, as someone who is in a partnership, a toxic partnership, what you have in your environment as well is someone who truly loves you, not someone who feels like they need to be with you because of what you provide, but because of what they desire, what you desire, the desires that you both share for each other. There's a passion, there's a connection, there's a divine nature to the depth of your love for each other. The fear that you have with the Moon, guys, I mean, again, we have confirmation of secrets. With the Moon, we have a secret, a romantic relationship as a fear. There could be an affair going on, Gem. There could be a revelation. There's well, not kind of, there will most likely coming in be an aha moment, a reveal of a secret that's going to bring a huge burden, and that secret could very well be that there was an affair going on behind the scenes the whole time. The person you're with was being unfaithful. This could have been ongoing. This could be what you took them back from before, right? This could be what the apology was about the first time, and you said, okay, I'll give you a second chance, and you're going to find that they were actually unfaithful again and again and again, and this is going to bring a huge burden. But what you're not seeing is that there's someone in your vicinity who is ready to start something serious with you and turn what you have had with this person completely upside down and willing to offer something completely new to you. And coming into the possible, wow, oh my God, yes. So in your possible outcome, you've got the Eight of Swords, which is self-doubt, self-sabotage, not moving forward because you're afraid. But then you've got this Six of Wands, this victory with the Sun. Gemini, you will face so much victory and so much clarity and so much happiness. So beautiful. If you can come out of this Eight of Swords energy, you are going to be looking at a successful future, and it could be that this person will move in to your heart space, and you will be able to recover so quickly from what you have just left. Gems, this is a beautiful reading, and I hope that this resonated with you, okay? Gemmy, so if you're in a relationship with a Virgo, I highly suggest you go take a look at their reading, because they had quite a bit of overlap, and it might interest you, because to me it looked almost like I was looking through the same lens, but there was a slightly different perception of what was going on. Alright, so I would highly suggest you go take a look at that. But Gemmy, the person here that would be getting a second chance would be you in happiness, by coming out of this self-sabotaging energy and not permitting this kind of behavior on your watch anymore. You gave them a second chance, you forgave them the first time, and they didn't use their second chance the way they should have, to be faithful and to provide for you the type of life you deserve. Holy cow, they went flying. Give me 1 second, let me take the one that fell. Jenny, okay. We're not doing that. Okay, all right. Separation, Gem. It might, yeah, so there might be separation coming in for you. I mean, what you guys have is extremely toxic, and especially if something becomes revealed, I can see how you would not want to give another chance. Lord help me. Okay, we have give your relationship a chance. So you've been giving your relationship a chance this whole time, and yet this is where we've gotten. Right, with heart-to-heart conversations, we've had heart-to-heart conversations, we've given second chances, we've tried to reconcile. We've tried, Jemmy. But separation is what's the deception, right? There was in the heart-to-heart conversation, someone was lying. Someone was saying, yeah, I will be faithful. Meanwhile, they said, oh, but I've got my boo thing on the side on speed dial for whenever, you know, I've got their name under Wendy's or Pizza Hut. Something, you know, it's not even, they concealed the truth from you, and you gave them a second chance in good faith that they would know what the correct way to be was within the relationship, to maintain respect, to hold up their end of the bargain, to keep their promise. And instead they promised it without actually giving it. So you gave the relationship a chance, you had the heart-to-heart conversations, they lied, you've come into this huge secret, and separation is really the only place you can take it now. Right? Separation might be the best solution for you. At the end of the day, it's whatever you want to do, Gem, but it looks like giving them extra chances is really not warranted. With the Page of Wands, you might feel inclined to take a different path. You might feel the motivation finally to not sit with the relationship that you've been in, but to move forward towards something that will bring you true happiness, because you do have the Sun and the Six of Wands waiting for you if you would only just step out of this self-sabotage Eight of Swords energy. All right, Jemmy? Right, and it is going to be a process, right? With the Prince of Pentacles at the bottom, it is going to be a very slow moving process, but it will be worth it in the end, because the Prince of Pentacles holds the pentacle dear to his heart, and it's a plan. It's a plan that, if pulled through, will only bring about success. So you know what you want, you know what you won't allow. Now move forward with it, Gem. Know your worth, step into your power, and realize that there are people. And it looks like for you in particular, there's definitely someone who is here, who is a soulmate. You might have recognized them already, but they want to come in. right? And you have all this potential for happiness within yourself and with another person. If you think you're going to be alone, you're not. Someone is there, someone's coming in. But they can't come in if you're spending this time in a relationship that only hurts you, right? So just keep an open mind, right? Give yourself the chance to be happy, because happiness is waiting for you, Gem. Don't block it by self-sabotaging. Alrighty. I will see you next time, alright, Gemmy? I hope you have a good rest of the month. It will be great. No matter what happens, remember, if it's not a blessing, it is a lesson. Rejection is God's protection. If there is something that is meant to be yours, it will come. And if something is not meant to be yours, there's going to be no way around it. Eventually it will fail. So if this is meant to fail, let it fail, because there is something in the works much greater for you, and it's going to make you extremely happy and extremely satisfied, and make you realize that all this pain was truly, truly worth it. Alright, Gemmy, I will see you next time. Take care. Have a great rest of the month. And if this resonated, please let me know down below. I will see you next time, okay? So much love, so much light. And I will see you next time, okay? I love you, I love you, I love you. Bye, guys.